not limited by space, infinite. That ocean of Satchidananda, in which a Devata accessible to us, who is responsible for creation of this universe, sustenance and dissolution, is in one of his aspects as Shiva is immersed in his own glory. So this concept has come down from the Vedic times, which transcends the main thing. Shiva worship is transcendence of all that exists. Go beyond, go beyond. Go within. Without is a world of senses and mind. It is not a part of existence. It is a reflection of existence. There is existence. There is being. This is all becoming. This is all ever changing. So this concept of eternity, of infinity, of unlimited bliss, everlasting peace, is what we call Shiva. Shiva, the term specifically means the auspicious one. What can be more auspicious than the absolute existence, the ultimate reality? That alone is what is security for a man, one who is born as human. So this concept has been flowing down in Hinduism from ancient times, beyond our conception of time. And it is flowing down now also. But the thing is, we stop at the ritualistic level of doing small worship, a little upvasa, fasting, and keeping vigil, without entering into the inner significance, without entering into the depth to know what it is, why am I doing something. So when I began, how did I represent the Shiva you see? And what is the concept of Shiva? We generally as some personal Godhead. It is beyond that. It is unlimited. When the universe comes into existence, the cosmic consciousness that pervades the entire universe, by which this universe is getting its existence, we call Parameshvara. And at cosmic level, as in cosmic level, we see the same thing in the individual level also. The macrocosm and microcosm. Microcosm and macrocosm are built on the same principle. They are built on the same principle. So whatever happens, whatever you find in the universe happening, is the same thing is happening within yourself. There is gross, subtle and causal level of existence. There is gross, subtle and causal level of existence at the universe. Now, how do you sleep? We are aware of our bodily existence. Self-awareness is there. I am so and so with the identity. And then I am aware of the external world. I am in waking state. In waking state, I identify with this physical body. I identify this physical body. And when I sleep, I separate from this physical body. The moment I sleep, I am not aware of this world. World disappears. Next moment, my bodily existence also disappears. My consciousness is withdrawn. I am unaware of the external thing. I am unaware of my bodily existence. But my existence is continuing, independent of body, that's all. Inner world is working. Mind is working, senses are working. Mind has memory of the waking state. It builds up a world of imagination, Kalpanika Jagat. I enter that world, identify with one of the bodies as myself, which is similar to this body, and experience the Sukha Dukkha of dream world. Then I am in subtle body, Sukshma Sharira. This Sthula Sharira I have left. Sukshma Sharira consists of Pancha Jnanendriya, Pancha Karmendriya, Pancha Prana, Buddhi Manas. 17 parts are there. So this whole unit, the Sukshma Sharira, is, I am identified, when I remain identified with Sukshma Sharira, the subtle body, physical gross body, subtle body. Gross body identification, I come to waking state. Subtle body identification alone is there, I am in dream state. I leave the subtle body also, go to the causal body. In the sleeping, as my sleep deepens, I leave the subtle body also. Then I am in causal body. I am not aware of anything. I don't have thoughts at all. I don't have feelings. I don't have will. I don't have action. Nothing is there. No experiences, no object, no subject. All my memories, my identity, everything I live in causal body and slip back. This is most important state of my existence. All aspects of nature, from physical body, including my memories and knowledge, my identity, everything I have left there. My karma, my tendencies, vasanas, I have left. I am alone, separate from entire nature for time being. For time being, I am free from entire nature. So this identity, imagine what you could be at that time. What a wonderful thing. There is nothing of this nature. You are your own self. Now, when this is the state, when you left everything of this nature and turned inward, lastly, separating from entire nature, you are looking at the universal consciousness, the Ishvara. The Jivatma is looking at the Paramatman. This happens every day when you enter into sleep. Each time you enter into deep sleep, the second stage of deep sleep, you are separated from the entire universe, turned inward and looking at the cosmic Chaitanya. This state is called Shivastiti, Shiva state. Every day I enter into Shivastiti, Shiva state, wherein I have turned my back on the universe. I have turned my back on everything that belongs to this, including my body, mind, senses, everything. Senses, mind, from which I cannot separate from during the waking state. From all that I am free. I am totally free from this nature in every respect. And I am looking at that consciousness, Chaitanya, Vishwa Chaitanya I am looking. Vast, infinite ocean of joy and peace. This state is called Shivastiti. The same thing happens at the cosmic level also. I become, this is the Shiva within me, the Antaryamin. I am part and parcel of that universal consciousness, inseparable from it. I turn again and come to waking state. In waking state, I identify one by one causal body, subtle body, and gross body. Karana Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, Sthula Sharira, and come out and become bodily existence. When this Chaitanya, my real existence, independent of bodily existence, Chaitanya and all these layers of coats that I am wearing, the sheets that are covering me, when the Jada and Chaitanya, when these Jada and Chaitanya come together, there shoots up an ego. I. When this ego dissolves, you will see Shiva and not different from you. When this ego has to dissolve, this ego dissolves only in Samadhi Sthiti and in deep sleep. In deep sleep, I am not aware, I am experiencing God. But in Samadhi Sthiti, I know I am experiencing God. This is the difference between with Jnana, I am experiencing. In Ajnana, I am experiencing. In deep sleep, in Ajnana, I am experiencing God. In waking state, in Samadhi Sthiti, superconscious state, I am experiencing God consciously, full of knowledge. I know I am experiencing. But that ego has dissolved. Realize there, independent of bodily existence, in superconscious state, in Samadhi Sthiti. Now, this is what we want to attain, that Shiva in the fully waking state. I want to contemplate, I want to worship, I want to go beyond the nature. How can I go beyond the nature? How can I dissolve my ego? How can I transcend the senses and mind, which is constantly working, is driven by the forces, inner forces of vasanas? The old tendencies, the past momentum is pushing me forward towards externalized state. Can I go, leave all that and be myself? Can I turn inward? Can I become that Shiva? This is the Shiva and this is the Shivastiti. Suppose you contemplate at the cosmic level how the whole universe dissolves and how the universe again appears. Just like I sleep every day and wake up, the whole universe goes back to causal form. And beyond, it merges as pure energy, Shakti, in the consciousness, Chaitanya. When you sleep, all the powers of yours, you are able to see. You have the power to see. You have power to work. You have power to talk. You have power to understand. All these powers of yours, which you use during waking state and in dream, all these powers dissolve in you, merge in you as you sleep. The Chaitanya and Shakti become one. While waking up, all these manifest again, all this Shakti as working force, power. The energy becomes power to work. Similarly, the whole universe in cyclic order, just we sleep and wake up, the whole universe goes to causal form, dissolves in the absolute existence. Such millions and millions of universes appear and disappear in that absolute existence, which we and the Vedas call as Brahman. The Brahman is the absolute existence in which the time and space-bound universes appear and disappear. One of the universe we are in. The whole universe, when it dissolves, pralaya, it dissolves. It gets totally turned into energy. Our bodies, our mind, our senses, everything suddenly disappears as if you are entering into dream in pralaya. We don't understand anything. Just like you enter into sleep, the body disappears totally, becomes energy. Nothing happens to you, nothing, no pain will be there, no suffering will be there in pralaya. All jivas are safe. Only their external, which was giving them pain and suffering, this bodily existence alone becomes energy. The Chaitanya, individual Chaitanya, remains in its Ananda Swarupa. So, when the whole universe dissolves, after that, only one power as knowledge, the Sharada, will remain. Consciousness, when it becomes energy Shakti, there are three Shaktis of the Chaitanya. Wherever you see Chaitanya, I am conscious. Now I have three powers. An ant is conscious. It has three powers because consciousness carries three powers. Ichcha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti. I am conscious, I can do Ichcha. I can desire. Power of volition, Ichcha Shakti. Power of action, I can act if I am conscious. If I am unconscious, I cannot act. So this power is Kriya Shakti, the power of action, the power of conation. And then there is, I can understand. He is talking, he is shaking his hands, he is shaking his legs. I can see, I can understand, comprehend. This power of comprehension is Jnana Shakti. I know, I can know, is Jnana Shakti. Jnana Shakti is power of knowledge. So power of comprehension, power of volition, power of conation, action. So these three powers are there. When the universe dissolves, these three powers which were working as universe gets dissolved, Kriya Shakti totally disappears, dissolves and becomes one with the Chaitanya. No Kriya, no action after Pralaya. No Ichcha, the Ichcha Shakti dissolves, no desires, no thing to will dissolves. But Jnana, how the universe dissolved? What was the last state that remains in the consciousness, not different from consciousness? And that power as knowledge of the last ending of the universe. Every jiva it knows, every jiva's karma it knows, how the universe there at the time of dissolution, that knowledge is there, that knowledge, it needs again to wake up, to bring back to the conscious. That alone remains, and that is called Sharada. Now this Sharada becomes one with the consciousness as knowledge, and after some time it separates. Again the creation comes into existence, first as the ripples of love, prema taranga, and it becomes little powerful as it is separating from the Chit-Shakti, is separating from the Chaitanya. Now this power, which is slowly separating and becoming independent, from Taranga it is becoming Lehara, Lehara, Lehara. From ripples it is becoming waves. In that waves, the Kriya Shakti, wave means already Kriya Shakti is becoming manifest. The moment Kriya Shakti has come and knowledge has come of the previous cycle, Ichcha Shakti comes. I want to become many. I want to become the universe again. This Ichcha Shakti, the moment I want to become many, it shrinks down into a bindu. Because there cannot be Ichcha in the absolute. The Shakti becomes a bindu. And in bindu, there is tremendous action, as if Divine Mother is rolling and dancing. It drags in the Chaitanya and expands within, because duality cannot be there in the Shuddha Chaitanya. She herself expands, and within her is that universe appears, time and space bound universe again. And this, the creative process, supported by that consciousness. Without consciousness, Shakti cannot manifest anything. It cannot be there. Now in this universe which is forming, there is that Chaitanya which is giving existence to it and making the Shakti work. The Chaitanya, this Chaitanya we call Parameshvara, and this Shakti we call the Adya Shakti, Prakriti. Prakriti and Chaitanya. These two. And in Shaivism, we call it Shiva and Shakti. Do you understand what is Shiva now? Shiva, we call actual terminology used by Advaita Vedanta in our scriptures is Parameshvara and Parameshvari. This Parameshvara is the consciousness, Chaitanya. Just like my body is there, and my Chaitanya is pervading this body and giving life and existence to it. If Chaitanya is not there, no work is possible. If Shakti is not there, no body can be there. Body part and the Chaitanya part. Life is manifestation of consciousness through matter. So this is called Parameshvara. The same Parameshvara at the time of creation of the universe is called Brahma. And the same Parameshvara, after the creation is over, the same Chaitanya, pervading Chaitanya, is called Vishnu, who is maintaining the universe for a long time till the expansion goes to the optimum level, again starts collapsing back. We are in the expansion stage now of the universe. After meeting the optimum, again it collapses. So this expansion is over, during which the Parameshvara becomes, as Vishnu is maintaining, and when the universe collapses back, the same Parameshvara becomes the Rudra to take it back. The Rudra aspect of Parameshvara is in its own glory, because he has no purpose to do now. He remains one with the Absolute. The Chaitanya remains universal consciousness. One of the aspect remains one of the aspect. The three Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara are not different from each other. They are like village schoolmaster. Village schoolmaster comes in the morning, sweeps the whole ground, waters the plants and all as servant, then rings the bell and goes and teaches as teacher. Evening again he closes all the doors, this, that and all, after leaving the students, driving them away. Morning he is servant, evening he is opening, Srishtikarta. and in the afternoon and all till evening he is the maintenance, Vishnu, and night again evening again closing down all the doors and this one he is Shiva, Maheshwara, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. You can see the shopkeeper. Morning he comes as Brahma and opens the door, and all display things he will drag outside and show the display things, all hanging outside, inside, and all sweeping, everything is over. Then the customer comes. One lady asks for saris, 200 saris he has to show. After that she selects one or may reject all and go away. And again he has to wind up and keep in its place. Vishnu's job is going on. And evening again everything is over. Nobody is going to come now. It is becoming dark. All things he will again push inside everything, and all the things, cupboards and all he will close. Winding up is taking place. Now Maheshwara's act is happening. Person is same. Aspects are three. In three, Parameshwara works in three aspects as Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. This Maheshwara at cosmic level will be in his own glory. Now, it's the teacher. Where is that servant when teacher is teaching? Where is the person who wants to keep it back? He is merged in his own self. So this Parameshwara, when he has no work to do except to love and serve the people who calls upon him, he is in his own glory under the name Shiva. Maheshwara and Shiva are same, but one is resting in his own glory, other is winding up. The same Shiva, when he winds up, is called, he is the Lord of the universe. As Brahma he creates, the same Lord of the universe. As Vishnu maintains, same Lord of the universe. As Shiva remains in his own glory and Ananda, and when time of winding up comes, as Maheshwara, he winds up. This is the Shiva at cosmic level. When we enter into deep sleep, when we turn inward, separating ourselves from all aspects of nature, we are Shiva ourselves. The Shiva within and the Shiva without. We'll continue tomorrow. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.